Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tackling something that can absolutely make or break a modern small business, the 2026 Meta API and Marketing Automation Blueprint. Imagine, just for a second, that you run a thriving local business. Let's call it a boutique clothing store. You're doing fantastic, but suddenly, you're just slammed with a massive daily influx of client messages. You desperately want to automate those replies so you can, actually get back to running your store. But you need to do it safely without getting your account banned. That is exactly the real-life puzzle we're solving today.
I spend 4 hours a day just replying to "What are your hours?" DMs. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, our fictional boutique owner is practically drowning in direct messages. It is a massive pain point. When you're copy-pasting the exact same response dozens of times a day, your business isn't scaling, it's stalling out. But fixing this? Well, it's no longer just about writing a quick script. Automating Facebook, Instagram, and the Marketing API in 2026 requires navigating a very strict sequence of technical setups and compliance protocols. So today, I'm giving you the definitive solution to reclaim those 4 hours.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We are looking at a 5-phase blueprint today. The app container, token hierarchy, linking and publishing, the 2026 compliance protocol, and finally, execution and review. This is your exact roadmap.
Phase 1, the app container, building your storefront.
Think of this app container like the physical storefront for your brand new automated customer service desk. To set it up, you first register a Meta developer account. Now, here's a crucial tip. When you create a new application, make sure you select None or Other as your app type. Why? Because that completely bypasses the immediate app review walls during your testing phase. It gives you the freedom to actually build. Once you're in, you'll secure your unique app ID and app secret from the basic settings panel. From there, just add your required products, like the Instagram Graph API, and set your OAuth redirect URIs to a secure endpoint, like localhost, just to keep things tightly controlled while you develop.
Phase 2, token hierarchy, forging the master keys.
Here's the deal. Meta does not just hand over permanent API keys by default. No way. You actually have to forge them yourself in a strictly sequential 3-step process. First up, you start in the Graph API Explorer to generate a 2-hour short-lived user token. Step 2 is the exchange. You send a GET request to swap that temporary 2-hour token for a 60-day long-lived token. Finally, Step 3, you take that 60-day token, query your user ID, and hit the /accounts node. This magical final step generates your permanent page access token. And the best part, it literally never expires unless you change your password or manually revoke permissions.
But with great power comes great responsibility, right? You absolutely must use AES 256 encryption. Why does this matter so much to our small business owner? Well, that permanent token you just generated gives anyone who holds it absolute control over your automated messaging. If you store it in plain text on your computer, you're a sitting duck. Using a highly secure standard like AES 256 prevents hackers from stealing your permanent API keys. It's basically an impenetrable bank vault for your business's most sensitive digital assets. Seriously, never leave your keys out in the open.
Phase 3, linking and publishing, setting the rules. Now, before a single automated message goes out, there are strict rules you have to abide by. If you want to operate on Instagram, you absolutely must link your business account to a Facebook page within the Meta Business Suite first. They have to be connected, period. Also, and this is a massive update from 2024, if you're looking to automate posts into a Facebook group, your page must be an admin of that group. You can't just blast automations into groups you're only participating in.
When it comes to actually publishing media on Instagram, you have to use what's known as the container model. Step 1. You create a media container using your image URL. You're not just posting it, you're queuing it up. Step 2. You wait. You literally have to pull the status of that container until Meta's servers return a status of finished. Step 3. Only then do you hit the media_publish endpoint to actually push that content live to your followers. It's a very precise 3-beat rhythm.
Phase 4, the 2026 compliance protocol, navigating the minefield. Listen close, because this protocol is a dangerous minefield where your accounts can easily get hit with the ban hammer. Let's anchor these rules back to our boutique owner. First rule, cold outreach is strictly prohibited in 2026. Your automation must only trigger from a user-initiated action, like a customer commenting a specific keyword or replying to your Instagram story. Then we have the infamous 24-hour rule. You can only send promotional messages within 24 hours of that user's last interaction, so if they messaged you on Monday, you can't suddenly hit them with a coupon code on Thursday. Outside that 24-hour window, you've got to use approved utility templates or the Marketing Messages API.
Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer strictness of this limit, 200. That is the hard maximum cap of Instagram direct messages you can automate per hour. If our boutique goes wildly viral and 500 people ask for store hours in 60 minutes, the automation has to strategically queue those up and respect this hard limit, or else you risk getting totally shut down. Speed limits really matter here.
And then there's 4,800. This is the absolute daily maximum for commenting actions under the 2026 rate limits. It sounds like a massive number, right? But for a thriving business running a huge giveaway, you can chew through 4,800 comments surprisingly fast. You have to build logic into your system that meticulously tracks these numbers.
Phase 5, execution and review, bringing it to life. So you essentially have two paths for execution. If you're going the no-code route, you're probably using visual tools like Zapier or Make. The absolute key requirement there is keeping all your permission toggles switched on in their interfaces. But if you've got the technical chops, the developer route lets you use the Python SDK or even bridge your automation directly to an AI model using a Claude MCP server. Now that requires a highly secure coding environment, but it offers just incredible flexibility for dynamic, intelligent responses.
Okay, here is a crucial pro tip to keep your account safe. Bot activity is instant, it replies with zero delay, and Meta's algorithms will flag that immediately. Natural activity, on the other hand, takes time. So if you add a 15-minute pacing delay to your workflow, you brilliantly mimic human rhythm. This simple addition makes your account activity look totally natural, keeping you flying safely under the radar and safe from sudden bans.
But wait, before you can go full scale, there's one final hurdle, the app review step. You actually have to provide Meta with a recorded screencast of your automation working. You've got to visually prove the system is in action and provide a detailed written explanation of exactly how you're using their data. It's a rigorous audit to make sure you aren't breaking any of those compliance rules we just talked about.
So the big takeaway here is that building an automated system isn't just a technical exercise, it's a highly strategic one. By following this blueprint, securing your tokens, respecting the container models, and abiding by the strict pacing and compliance limits, you can reclaim those 4 hours a day safely. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought. Is your business truly ready for the 2026 automation standard? Take these structured steps, audit your current setups, and start building a system that actually lasts. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.